Hello, this is Toby, the Galactic Intuitive. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing well. We are on day 16 of our Lionsgate portal messages. It is August the 11th, and as of early this morning, Mercury has gone direct. Yay! Let's all do a little cheer. And as I mentioned yesterday, it can be most intense on the days when it stations direct, whether it's stations, whether it's stationing retrograde on that day or whether it's stationing direct. And today was no exception since it's stationed direct today. And I got a little smack myself this morning, care of Mercury. So I hope that it's going better for you guys and it's been a bit of a smoother transition. We have some really great astrology coming up tomorrow at how beautiful and amazing, and it's synchronistic, but it's not. It's planned this way, that it falls on the last day of our Lionsgate portal, which is August 12th. Tomorrow we have Venus and Jupiter and an asteroid. I think it's Ceres. I should have double checked that, but I think it's Ceres. A very auspicious conjunction between those tomorrow. So what an amazing way to wrap up this portal is having that energy after Mercury going direct, the full moon in Aquarius, and 8/8, where those Lionsgate energies were really elevated and intensified. So how are you guys doing and feeling? Y'all, my hair. It is so humid and it's raining again here today. You would think that that would help with the curly hair, and it's curly, but it's out of control. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. I hope you guys are doing well, and let me know about the meditations if you guys are interested in me leading some of those and doing that more regularly. If you are I mentioned that the other day, but I wanted to bring it up again. If you are in the Columbia, South Carolina area or are within driving distance, look for the link in the description box for our Facebook group. That is, you'll find event notifications for the live meditations that I facilitate. And those are anywhere from once a month to twice a month. And we generally meet in the downtown area of Columbia at a park on the river. So look for that link in the description box. And even if you're not local, I would love for you to join our community, our group there. We have an amazing group of people that are part of it. And I would love to see the Facebook group continue to grow and be a place where we can not only share these events and I share messages, but you guys share things as well and share your thoughts, your experiences. It's so important for us to, we've talked about here in the last couple days, community just came up the other day, right? So it's really important for us to have those spaces where we are seen and where we are heard and where we can and have those spaces of non-judgment that allow us to not only be completely authentic, but then recognized and acknowledged and loved in that energy. So look for the link for that. And let's see, the other thing I wanted to talk about today is something that it's an energy technique that I talked about a couple of years ago. Is it a couple of years ago? I'm losing track of the years now too. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, well, I know it hasn't been a couple of years. It's only been a year. It feels like longer than that. But anyway, last summer sometime, I think is when I talked about it. It's called the Pradvah energy technique. And I was introduced to it, I guess going almost 2 years, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. This technique is, it's different from Kundalini. It is based around the energy of the all, is how my guides have described it to me and how I've remembered it after being introduced to it. And then, which is a really fascinating, really funny and interesting story that I'll share with you guys another time. But after that experience, I had some really deep conversations with my guides about what the heck was going on. And in that, they explained that the Pradvah energy is the energy of the all. It is the energy, and I've got a description here that I've written so many notes about this, but I want to share this particular one with you if I could find it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. It is source energy, the energy of the all, the energy which creates and sustains, which heals and destroys, which soothes and nourishes. It is love, sound, tone, and light combined. And it begins and is held within our root chakra. So, I'm going to start talking about this more. And in particular, and I think most of you who are here fall into this category, if not all, especially if you're still here at 6.5 minutes in of me rambling. But this is particularly useful right now for those of us who fall into the healer, energy worker, light worker, way shower, leadership role that we talked about the other day. Because with this particular technique, it allows us to create a structure that allows this source energy that we hold within us to then flow in a specific pattern. And with this pattern, we close the circuit with that particular energy, which means that we then become the circuit of energy becomes its own battery. We become sovereign in that way. So we become not only the sovereign energetic field, but the recirculation of that energy. So if you have any experience as an empath, which you probably do, you understand the benefit of having this recirculating energy to minimize or completely negate the drain that often happens with empaths in general public situations, or especially working with clients or within a community or within an environment, sometimes even in your own just personal relationships, right? So that's one huge benefit of it. There's many benefits, but just to kind of touch on a couple of them. Another benefit, especially if you fall into this same category, is utilizing it as, and I'm going to read my notes again here, but utilizing it as a means for preparation for any healing or spiritual modality, as well as general intention and energetic preparing of one's day. But it allows you to create an opening from the heart space and directing that prepares you for that healing modality or the energy work you're about to do, and then to close off that particular structure and then begin the recirculation again of the energy. So I know that's kind of vague, but I wanted to give you some of the benefits of it. It also, it does work with 4 specific chakras. So in preparation for this, you do want to make sure that you have worked with these chakras with all of yours, but in particular the ones that we're going to talk about, because there are 2 out-of-body chakras that we use. We use the soul star, sometimes the galactic gateway chakra, but definitely the soul star chakra, and then also the earth star chakra. I'm pointing to the ground when I say that. So we use those to connect as connection points and create our Pradvah structure from there using the shape of the infinity. And there's a vertical plane infinity and then a horizontal plane infinity. And as we then develop in our practice with it, then we can do other things with those structures as well. But so having those connection points open and having the awareness of those chakras yourself is going to be really important. If you're interested, if this is piquing your curiosity or your interest, you want to start working, if you're not already, working on opening those and clearing those. And if you have listened to any of the meditations that I have on my YouTube channel in particular, you'll notice that I take you through, in almost all of them, we start with a part of the Pradvah technique. So where I'm going with this, I'm sure you're wondering, why are you talking about this if you're not giving us the full thing? It is there's a longer meditation around it that I will begin teaching you guys. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do that, because it is longer, and I think it would be beneficial to be in a format that allows us to have interaction, so that if you have any questions, and we can kind of break it down into segments, if you have any questions along the way, then we can address those at the time. So I'll probably be doing individual type workshops around this so that you can build the practice and then begin to utilize it on your own, in your own practice. Let's see if there was anything else. That's the main gist of it, but I feel like I've forgotten an important part of this. Give me just a second here. I don't think so. Oh, the origins of this, I kind of touched on remembrance of it. This particular technique has I don't want to say it has Lemurian origins, because I think it's much older than that even. However, I do know that I've taught this before as a Lemurian priest. So I know it does have a basis there, but I do think it's much, much older than that. I don't know exactly how old, but it is a very ancient technique and sacred technique as well. And so I want to make sure that I'm giving you the information in a way that's going to be most beneficial for you, and is also going to honor the practice itself, so that it can be best utilized for your highest good and for the highest good of everyone. So yeah, I will look for more information on that very, very soon. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. This is all kind of, yeah. Today was the day, so now I'm talking about it. I think that's it about that. But look for more information to come. I will start sharing some of the imagery, so you have an idea of what it looks like, as far as the visualization goes, if I can talk. But I think that's it. I think it can be profoundly helpful, especially as we are moving through all these changes, and as we get into even more things being revealed. And we've talked about, being the example through our own leadership, through walking our talk. I was starting to say walk our walk. Wait a minute, that's not it. Walking our talk, and holding that energy of being balanced and of neutrality and sovereignty amongst even the most chaotic experiences or situations. So, okay, I think that's enough about the Pradvah. But look for more information if you are interested. If you have questions so far about it, please reach out to me. Love to talk to you about it, and I'd love to hear, you know, how much interest you guys have in that. But I will be talking about it more. And we will pull a card, since that's our new favorite thing to do. Maybe not favorite, but anyway. What are we gonna do? We are gonna do, we talked about the Alchemist yesterday. Alchemy Oracle card. We're gonna do this. Oh wait, I need to shuffle them, don't I? Yeah, I haven't done that. Oops. My goodness, I'm having difficulty shuffling. Sorry, guys. I feel like I kind of spaced out there for a second, too. That was weird. All right, what are we alchemizing today, please? Okay, the question actually coming to me is, what are we alchemizing through the experience of Mercury retrograde? Okay. All right, I like that. What are we alchemizing through this experience of Mercury retrograde? I can't talk. What are we alchemizing through this experience of Mercury? Oh, there it is. The lightning. Look at that. Leucosis. And it's card number 13. Is that the Tower? I think it is. Or is that the Death card? Hold on. Now I must know, because hold on. I know, I can feel y'all yelling at me. I'm pretty sure it's the Death card, isn't it? Yeah. But for some reason, well, I'm not going to show you the well, yeah. It doesn't matter. I know it is. I know it's the Death card. I don't have to look. So, transformation, but the lightning. And we're going to read, if I could find it, we're going to read, there's that creaky chair. Let's see what she says in her book about this. Card number 13, lightning. Oh, perfectionism, facade, hesitation. That was my lesson. The hesitation. That was my Mercury lesson. Okay, the stage of leucosis is a complex topic in alchemy. On the one hand, it represents purification of the materials. On the other hand, it's the phase in which the alchemist may mistake the work as complete. On the surface, everything seems perfect, pristine, well thought through, and quite complete. In actuality, the alchemist has been tricked by their own facade of perfection. Their work has hardly begun. Righteousness and fear are the great errors of leucosis. This card arrives to remind us to get our hands dirty. Oh, we talked about being messy, didn't we? No one is separate from or above anyone else. Rather, every alchemist is a kid in the laboratory, tinkering away with the elements of their life. No more fretting over your next move, fearing how others will perceive you. It's time to crack open, become who you are. The world needs your true colors. Well, if that isn't perfect for Mercury retrograde in Leo. You guys. That's, okay, what else do we have here? Leucosis is related to the alchemical operation of what does that say? Calcinatio. If these cards appear together, it's a sign that things may have calcified, implying a kind of buildup or rigidity. Well, we only have one card, so I should have put my glasses on. The blank canvas is a great example of leukosis. It's terrifying to start for fear of making a mistake. Today is the day. Make a mark, begin the work. Y'all, this is perfect for the end of Mercury retrograde, isn't it? And we have, see the egg in the middle of that snake? So, get your hands dirty, get out there, be seen, show your true colors, do your thing, do you. What did you learn during Mercury retrograde about where perfectionism is holding you back? All right, guys. I think that is it for today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I'm sending you guys so much love. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here on day 16, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.